Hi, my name's Elaine and I'm a 3D artist and storyteller.
Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a 3D artist and I specialise in environments and props. So our project is called The Last Grimm Tale, and it is a VR interactive story about the Grimm's brothers, who famously wrote a lot of fairy tales like Little Red Riding Hood, Rapunzel, and we wanted to make the story about the brothers themselves, and it's all about journeying through the 5 stages of grief.
We thought the story that hasn't been told is a story about them, and actually researching them, we found that they had very interesting stories themselves. There was obviously the older brother and the younger brother, and they were very different, the older brother being more introverted and the younger one obviously being more outgoing. And that contrast, we felt, was a good basis for a story.
There are 5 environments in total, and each one is meant to represent one of the 5 stages of grief. You're kind of playing it as Jacob Grimm, one of the brothers, and then there is a character in the scene, Wilhelm Grimm, who is unfortunately on death's door, and you as Jacob are journeying through these environments in order to process your grief.
Obviously, because our project is VR, first and foremost, we wanted the project to be immersive. We wanted to quite literally put the audience into the headspace of this character, because you're quite literally wearing them on your head.
For me, something that I really valued from the course was the collaborative aspect. I've made so many friends and I've gotten to work with people from all over the world who have different skills to me. And that was highlighted in this project especially. I got to work with 3 really talented animators.
A big part of working in our industry is collaborating between different parts of the pipeline. So you've got people who make the models for the characters, the models for the environment assets, lighting and effects and such. And so in order to practice as best we can for the industry and for our future, we were encouraged to do this project collaboratively. And I think this allowed us to produce work that we couldn't have done ourselves.
Yeah, I would say the main takeaway for myself, I think that theme of brotherhood. I think for me as well, it was my dad and my brother who recorded the voices for these 2 characters. So it felt even more personal and emotional for me to hear the dialogue.
Oh, just because something's ending doesn't mean that the story is over is a message I would really like people to take away from that. I think that doesn't just apply to people dying or at the death of a loved one, but it also applies to just even this university experience. Just because this is over now, it doesn't mean our story is over.